Dembele has won the 2025 Ballon d'Or, and honestly, I'm okay with Lamine Yamal going in second place and Dembele hitting first place. But what I'm not okay with is Raphinha getting the 5th position within the top 10. And let me explain why. Raphinha being ranked in 5th place for the Ballon d'Or does not make any sense to me. He played 64 games last season, scored 38 goals, and provided 24 assists. And apparently, these type of numbers are not enough for the top 3. More goals than Dembele last season, more assists than Dembele. Player of the season in La Liga, 13 goals and 9 assists in the Champions League, top goal scorer in the Champions League. When you combine Dembele and Yamal's stats for the Champions League, Raphinha is equal to that in terms of goals and assists. And on top of that, Raphinha won 3 trophies, and he was a protagonist in all of those 3 trophies. Let me even go into greater detail. 18 goals in La Liga, 13 in the Champions League, 1 in the Copa del Rey, and 2 in the Supercopa. For the assist, 9 in La Liga, 9 in the Champions League, 4 in the Copa del Rey, and 1 in the Supercopa. He also had 2 hat-tricks, 1 against Bayern Munich and 1 against Real Valladolid. At the very minimum, Raphinha should have seen the 3rd position, or maybe even the 2nd position. You can drop Yamal down. It's okay with me. I really don't care. Yamal is too young. He's 18 years old. Yes, it would have been nice for him to win the Ballon d'Or, but if he does not win it, it's not the end of the world. He has multiple chances within these next 3 to 4 years to win a Ballon d'Or before he turns 20 years old, which will be historical. If anything, I believe that this is going to make Lamine Yamal much stronger in terms of performance and doing much more. There is always the next one. But looking at the margin between Dembele and Raphinha, it's insanity. Dembele scored 8 goals in the Champions League, and let me tell you, 5 of those goals were against Brest. Like, who wouldn't perform against Brest? Even I could. I love Brest. I see Brest every weekend. It's easy. Anybody can do it. You can do that. I can do that. And 5 goals against Brest is what Dembele did, which is more than half of the total goals that he scored in the Champions League. And so for me, it's a shame. It's a true shame to see that Raphinha has been lowballed by this much. You know what this is going to show for the players out there who are in the age between 12 to 17 years old? They're going to be looking at this situation and saying, oh yeah, all I have to do is go to a good team, do my part, and I can win the Ballon d'Or. That is Dembele. With Raphinha, it's different because Raphinha is somebody who hustles, somebody who exceeds from their own expectations. They work extremely hard, right? The work ethic, something that all young players need to inspire to do. But they're not going to be inspired by that, especially when they see that a player like Dembele can win the Ballon d'Or, but with Raphinha giving it his all, ends up in 5th place. So it's a loss for football, in my opinion. But now I do think that, for the future of this award, for the next 10 to 15 years, it's going to look a lot different to how we saw the past 10 to 15 years, because it was all about Messi versus Ronaldo. I remember every debate, every Ballon d'Or ceremony, it was like, okay, is Ronaldo going to win it or is Messi going to win it? Like, who's going to win it? In my opinion, I always thought that it was Messi. Messi should have won the past 15 Ballon d'Ors, but they wanted to give some to Modric, to Ronaldo, but Messi to me deserved all of them. From the year of 2011, I would just say, no, screw that. From the year of 2008 all the way until 2022, Messi should have won every single one because he was just that good. He was just that effective. Messi's worst season in the past 15 years is better than all of the numbers that we have seen with Dembele, Yamal, and Raphinha and Salah this season. But this is just how it's going to be for the next 10 to 15 years. It's going to look a lot different, meaning it's not going to be very consistent in terms of who's going to be winning the Ballon d'Or every season. We're going to be seeing players like Rodri, Bellingham, Vini, Dembele, Raphinha, Yamal, Haaland, Kylian Mbappe all being contenders, all being very close to one another to win that trophy. It's not going to be like, oh yeah, it's Messi or Ronaldo, and then there's like the second division of players. There's going to be a different winner every year. I think that the one that can achieve the most consistency and be as close to Messi, it is going to be Lamine Yamal. But right now, it is not his time, but it will be very, very soon. Just looking back, man, like looking back at the past 10 to 15 years, I'm like, bro, like Messi was really just that guy. Like, he was a contender. Even if he twerked on the field, he would have still been a contender. That's how good he was in this sport. What a legend, bro. Like, it's insane. It's like what Raphinha did last season, but times 15, and in the past 10 to 15 years. But to Raphinha, I say this, bro, you are our champion. No matter what they say, no matter what they do to you, and where they put you in this list, it does not mean anything. You are our champion. You're our winner. You're the best. You're the reason why Barcelona saw a lot of success last season, and we hope that you continue moving in this direction because you will have more trophies by the end of your career when you compare yourself to the top 10 like Salah, Vitinha, Dembele, Hakimi, Palmer, and Donnarumma. And finally, this whole, drama is over. I'm kind of happy to see that all of this is done now because now it's time for us to get back, to get fully focused on our game. We have another game coming up this week on Thursday, and this is what really does matter, is to see Barcelona play again, to see the fun, to see us enjoy football, because the players that really do make the whole fan base of football in general really get excited, it is players like Pedri, like Yamal, like Kubarsi. As a matter of fact, Pedri did not even achieve the top 10, which is another disgraceful decision. But all in all, we're going back, right? So let's forget about this. Let's go back into this season. Let's continue to win and score as many goals as possible. Lastly, I do want to give some updates on Gavi and Fermin Lopez, 2 players who do play in the number 10 position, and it's very important for them to come back as fast as possible. Knowing our schedule, Gavi and Fermin Lopez are very important to us. So let's talk about Gavi. It has been said, and it is official, that Gavi will undergo surgery after completing conservative treatment for a tear on his medial meniscus, which is going to be his right knee. He also recently passed a intensive sports stress test, and in the end they said, okay, all we have to do is do a small surgery and that's it, and he'll be good from there, and there should be no further complications moving forward. This could also mean that he might not make it for the match against PSG and just miss the home game completely on October 1st. But if that means that we can have Gavi back and play 70 to 80 games straight with no problem, that is fine with me. I'm willing to make that type of trade-off. Now, as for Fermin Lopez has also been confirmed to suffer a muscle injury on his left leg. His estimated recovery time is going to be 3 weeks, so it is less time compared to Gavi, but he's most likely going to miss the match against Real Oviedo, Real Sociedad, and possibly PSG. It is a huge blow for Fermin Lopez because Fermin was having one hell of a season. Like, he has had a very strong start, and his importance has definitely been growing in Flick's midfield rotation. But as of right now, we're going to have to bet on the players that we do have, which is going to be revolving around Casado, Dani Olmo, Pedri, Frankie, and Bernal. But that is it. That is going to be wrapping up today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.